to Luis Cortez, fighting out of Team Lionheart MMA in Idaho. Kent Mafileo, the SLC native, here to fight as well in our main event. Joel, how much are you looking forward to these two fights?
Oh, I am so excited for this fight coming up. If you're watching at home, don't leave while this fight starts because it could end pretty quick. But you know, I feel like nobody's going out of this first round of this fight. Or, I mean, sorry, I can't even talk tonight. This fight's not getting out of the first round. That's what I've been trying to say.
Yeah, if I'm a betting man, this fight's over in the first round.
If you're a betting man.
A little over, under, so we're going to say under 1 round here in our main event. Two heavyweights, two fighters who have graced the cage in the past, been in main events before. Kent Mafileo in his first main event. Luis Cortez coming into his 5th main event as a professional fighter. I mean, he's been unbelievable. 34 years old for Luis Cortez, 35 years old for Kent Mafileo, and we cannot wait to get this one going. Kent Mafileo, a fan favorite here in Salt Lake City, trains out of the pit. I mean, he's got so many people here for him tonight.
Yeah, he does. He's taken his game to the next level the last few years that we've seen him since he's turned pro. He said he wanted to be the most violent heavyweight in Utah, and so far he's lived up to that.
And there was quite a promo cut for Kent Mafileo. I mean, he's been through a whole lot over the last couple of months to get back here for his second fight of 2022.
Yeah, he had an accident back in April, got banged up pretty good in a motorcycle accident, and he's back. He's been training. We'll see how this all plays out for him tonight.
I think Kent's hungry, especially coming off of that accident, all that recovery from that. I know for a fact he's been itching for a fight.
He's got a tall task in front of him. Luis Cortez, a veteran of the game. He's a dog.
Definitely, he's definitely no slouch. Cortez has been around the game for a minute, and he hits hard. He hits hard.
Luis Cortez, I do want to mention, he has fought none other than the #3 UFC heavyweight in Curtis Blades in the past. I mean, he's been in there with some of the biggest names that we see in all of mixed martial arts.
Yeah, this is really going to tell us where Kent is at on the pro level, because he's looked pretty darn impressive his last 2 pro fights. Very aggressive with his elbows. That's probably the most impressive thing I think I've seen him add to his game in the pro ranks is those elbows. He is violent and nasty when he gets up against the cage with those elbows.
Yeah, one of his last fights, he cut someone up on the top of the head, I believe it was. And, man, that cut was huge.
Unbelievable. We can't wait to bring him out. Right now, we've got Luis Cortez in the wings. We're going to go over to Jackson Hoops.
Fierce fans, this is your main event. This fight is brought to you by FST Filtration. This is a professional heavyweight bout scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Before we kick this one off, I got to give a shout out to DJ Dre Rocca, dropping the beats, and I got to give a shout out to Sagen and his crew for setting up this cage. Shout out to the fighters and shout out to the fans. So everybody, one more time, I need everybody from the upper suites to the arena seats down to cage side. Make some noise! Introducing the first fighter of the cage, fighting out of the blue corner. He holds a professional record of 5 wins and 6 losses. He weighed in at 265.5 pounds. Fighting out of Team Lionheart MMA. Fierce fans, make some noise and welcome to the cage, Luis, the Mexican Hulk Cortez.
One half of our main event, he is Luis Cortez. The 5 and 6 heavyweight makes the walk tonight after 3 years away from the cage, with all wins coming via TKO in the first or second round. Needless to say, there are fireworks in the forecast for our main event. Joel, you're one of the best to ask about KO finishes in the state. Would you say it comes from Luis's power or his precision?
A little bit of both. You know, obviously the power's got to be there, but, you know, with timing and precision, can knock out anyone.
the length of his fights on average, his wins go 4 minutes and 43 seconds. His losses just over one professional round, 5 minutes and 19 seconds. You've got to think to yourself that for Luis Cortez to have the best night possible, he's got to get it done pretty quickly, and he has done that over the course of his long professional career.
Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. And even if he doesn't get it done pretty quickly, I mean, hey, man, a win's a win.
9 years as a professional is Luis Cortez with a record of 5-6, an amateur record of 1-0, weighing in yesterday at heavyweight. 6 feet tall, 34 years old. Started fighting as a pro at 25 years old out of Team Lionheart MMA in Idaho. Luis Cortez makes the entrance here tonight. And in his losses, I do want to mention, he has 5 KOs as well as 1 decision loss. So it goes to show that every fight that Luis Cortez is in, it's typically going to be one that's going to be a finish, whether it be a win or a loss. It's something to look forward to when Luis Cortez is in the cage.
Luis looks ready to go.
And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he holds an undefeated professional record of 2 wins and 0 losses. He weighed in at 258 pounds, fighting out of the pit, SLC. Fierce fans, make some noise and welcome to the cage, Kent Mafileo.
The goal is to become the most violent heavyweight around. His path is a victory here tonight in our main event. Enter Kent Mafileo. Coming off of back-to-back wins in his professional career so far, Kent is closing in on a #1 contender fight with a win here tonight. Jason, Kent has had quite the year. Can you tell everyone what Kent has come back from?
Kent was in a fight with an F-350, and he ended up winning. No, Kent was in a pretty good motorcycle accident back in April, and you've seen him come back. He went through his recovery, got right back to training. He's ready. He looks in phenomenal shape. I believe he weighed in at 258. This might be the lightest I've seen him weigh in since I've been watching him fight in his amateur ranks. He's in phenomenal shape.
He is a crowd favorite. There is no doubt about that. Kent Mafileo out of the pit. We've got Ramsey Nijam as well as Marco Sanchez in the corner for him fighting out of the pit. He trains with those of Dominico Salas, Lehigh Dominguez. It goes to show that this guy trains with some of the best that the entire state has to offer. Mafileo also getting some work in at Rise Boxing in Park City. A 6-4 amateur, but Jason, you've kind of talked to me about it, that he kind of had this switch almost when he turned pro, a change in demeanor, a change in performance, and so far he's looking at possibly 3-0 going into his professional career with a win here tonight.
I think that move over to the pit with Ramsey Najim helped his fight career out enormously, because you've seen him change his game. You've seen him implementing the knees. You've seen him implementing the elbows. You've seen him in one of his pro fights. You've seen him on his back and able to and fight his way up from on his back.
Yeah.
So he's not just a stand-up fighter. He's willing to take it to the ground. He's violent.
I feel like Kent's more comfortable now. You know, after training at the pit, being more well-rounded.
And Luis is staring him down. Luis is not backing down.
Now, if Kent Mafileo does find himself in any sort of submission, it is likely to be a guillotine. As an amateur, 3 of his 6 wins came by guillotine, 2 of his losses coming by KO. I mean, Kent Mafileo has had a plethora of fights over his amateur as well as professional career. Luis Cortez, likewise the same. So we've got it here, our main event, a heavyweight matchup. The Maverik Center is ready to go. Kent Mafileo versus Luis Cortez in our main event.
We got everybody on their feet here.
Oh, look at this stare down. Ooh,
Those
boy.
are 2 bad men right there.
Oh, wow.
Kent's intimidating, man.
Kent is
like I told you,
intimidating.
when he came and talked to me after my fight, I was like, all right, I'm good to finally talk to you, Kent. nice dude, by the way.
Kent Mafileo, the #3 heavyweight in the state of Utah. Luis Cortez.
Kent Mafileo.
Kent already landed shots.
Already going to work.
And this is where we saw Kent work in his last fight up against the cage with the clinches and the elbows. You can see it in his face. He's just the confidence.
Yeah. got Kent moving his head. It's like he already knows what's coming at him.
Mafileo 6'2", Cortez 6 feet tall flat. And again to mention Luis Cortez's first walk to the cage since 2019.
That tie clinch, oh, big knee by Kent Mafileo. That hurt a little bit.
Yeah, that plum clinch with that knee up the middle did some damage.
Oh, he might have hurt him. He might be hurt. Kent landed a big ground and pound.
Hard shots landing.
Oh, big shots by Kent Mafileo.
Going to work is Kent Mafileo. That's going to do it.
There it is.
A quick night at the office for the Pits, Kent Mafileo. Still undefeated and still looked at as the most violent man in Utah.
And he's in there saying, this is my house. Yes, Kent, this is your house, brother.
A fan favorite, gonna need to hold back the barricades here. The Pit SLC is here to represent. Excited as ever for the 3-0 heavyweight out of the Pit. Devastating blows from top to finish. Kent Mafileo gets the job done here. Joel, what a way to close off the night. An electric performance by the heavyweight.
What a way to close out the show. Quick in the first round by the most violent heavyweight here in Utah.
Fierce fans, referee Tyler Thomason has called a stop to this contest at 57 seconds into the very first round, declaring the winner by TKO due to strikes out of the red corner, Kent Mafileo.
Got your mouthpiece out, big dog? You got to eat the mic so everybody can hear you, all right? We're going to fix it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with your winner, Mr. Kent Mafileo. Kent, 3-0, 3 impressive knockouts. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great, man. This is my house. Every time I come here, this is my house. You ain't gonna come to my house and take what's mine. This is my living room. That's my backyard. That's my kitchen. This is my house.
Did anything surprise you in the fight with Luis? Did anything throw you off your game? How did the fight play out?
Well, I just want to say much love to Luis. Ever since I saw him fight the first time, I wanted to fight him because he's aggressive, he likes to bang, and he's about everything I'm about. And just shout out to Luis, man. He's a great guy.
So you're 3-0 now. What's next?
Shit, Curtis Blades, whoever. I'm ready, man. I want to fight. I want to fight the best.
Sounds like we need to get the matchmaker to line them up for you.
Yeah.
Anybody you want to give a shout out tonight?
Yeah, I got a long list. First of all, the Pit, Marco and Ramsey, my coaches. I love you guys, my training partners. I wouldn't be here without you guys beating me up every day. I love you guys. I want to thank Kalapu Tokuas for sponsoring me, hooking me up with some fresh gear. I want to thank All Sports Mouth Guard. I want to thank Mill Creek Nutrition, always hooking me up with the best shakes. Urban Pawn and Jewelry, they'll get over there, get you iced out. Elite Smoking Vape, baby. And am I missing anybody? And Damage Plan, baby. The #1 Damage Plan, baby. I'm here for you guys. I feed off your energy. Thank you. I love you. I'll be back soon.
Let's give it up for Kent Mafileo.
Hey, everybody, drive safe. Set those clocks backwards. You get an extra hour of sleep. We will see you back here January 20th of 2023 for the Fierce Fight.